insertion.
Damn, I'm one sexy motherfucker. Who in the hell designed this new series? I mean, very frequently, instead of the actual daily gameplay, instead, I'm just gonna talk about the games that I play and the weird design flaws that make them, you know, from a perfect 10 out of 10, incredible experience to, you know, dropping them down a few points, right? So with this, we're gonna start this with a game I just played beginning to end and finished, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. This game came out in 2013. It's made by Platinum Games. It takes place 4 years after Metal Gear Solid 4, and I played that, I think I was in like middle school. That game came out, Metal Gear Solid 4, and I had a ball playing that game. So I ended up missing Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, and now as an adult, we went back and we played it. Phenomenal experience, right? The game starts off with you playing as Raiden, well, in the back seat, the limousine, and that limousine has you and the Prime Minister of Africa and his escorts trying to get him to where he's supposed to be going. And unfortunately, that shit don't work out. We got jumped by cyborg ninjas, right, that were not on the good side. And my job as Raiden was to protect the Prime Minister. We failed. That man did not make it past the first 5 minutes. And also, how y'all gonna do that whole car? This is what we talking about. That limousine was filled up with 4 people, 3 of them black. How the first 3 people in the whole, I ain't gotta say it, y'all know what I'm saying. How everybody died. Anyways, so you play as Raiden and you try to catch down the bad guy that killed the Prime Minister. And boy, you get humbled in the first like 5-10 minutes of gameplay, okay? Because you go against one of the not so nice cyborg ninjas. His name's Jetstream Sam, right? Jetstream Sam, hey, he show you what humble is real quick, right? He kill your ego almost immediately. And then you go through an entire transformation to where you get your new body 2.0, right? Raiden starts off as kind of arrogant and egotistical in the way that he's carrying himself in the first couple scenes. And after the first like 10 minutes, yeah, very quickly it switches, right? And after the Prime Minister doesn't make it, you end up proceeding on to the main plot of the story was you trying to save all of the children from the rich billionaires and senators and politicians that are trafficking these children and harvesting their organs and doing all of this gross stuff to children, right? So Raiden is trying to be the good guy in this scenario, and I understand. However, is he the good guy? By the end of the story, who knows, right? So gameplay, man, it's phenomenal. It's flashy, it's fluent, it's very quick, right? Music goes along with the gameplay. It's phenomenal. It's a good ass time, right? Like I had a ball. But who in the hell designed the parry mechanic? The parry block mechanic in this game is literally the most infuriating piece of this game. This game would be a functional 10 out of 10. 2013, this game came out, and I played this in 2025. If you told me this game came out 2 years ago, I would be like, oh, okay, yeah, I believe you, right? That's how good of the game this is. But that block parry mechanic, let me explain it to you, right? I played on PC, I played on the ROG Ally, 1080p the very first time. I played on normal, and then I played again 1440p on hard. And playing on PC, I didn't play with keyboard and mouse, I played with an Xbox controller, right? With an Xbox controller, the buttons are mapped out very, very simply. You got A as jump, you have X as your light attack, you have Y as your heavy attack. Right trigger is your ninja run, so you can just run and jump over every obstacle. You'll jump, dash, slide, you know, all of those movements and climb and everything with the ninja run. Now, you're doing a combo, right? On any of the enemies that have a lot of health in this game. And when I say a lot of health in this game, after the first couple cutscenes, you face 3 regular guys, right? Regular guys with like knives or machetes or something like that in their hands. And then they send a mini boss at you, man. I got the controller 5 seconds ago, sir. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what the kick button is, right? Like, this game is not an easy game, right? And they immediately send a gecko, and that gecko come in and start charging and kicking, and man, it was, right? So like, not knowing the block mechanic and not having a whole lot of time with it early on, okay, cool, let me go and learn this. But I understood the block mechanic mechanic. But who in the hell designed the block mechanic to be the same button as your attack button? Make it make sense. You're playing the game. You're hitting X, Y, 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 X, X, what, whatever combo that you're doing between the light and heavy attacks. An enemy's eyes will flash red, and you are supposed to stop moving, push the left thumbstick towards the incoming damage, and then tap the X button. So I'm supposed to, in the middle of this flashy combo to where I'm using different skills and different moves, I'm supposed to stop what I'm doing, and there's no way to animation cancel. I'm supposed to stop what I'm doing, point my left thumbstick in the direction in which it's supposed to go, and then tap the attack button. This is such a silly design because throughout the entire game, the right bumper and the B button are completely unmapped. Huh? B for block, motherfucker. Like that was the most infuriating piece of this game. This game would be a perfect 10 out of 10, would recommend to every single person. However, that takes it down to it. I'll give it a 9 out of 10 for that. The second piece that I knock it down to an 8 out of 10 is there are a couple roadblocks in this game you may not get through. And what I mean by that is even on normal difficulty, the game is pretty hard. Like you are going to die, you are going to get your butt kicked, like you are going to get hit in the sense of, like I said, the first 3 or 4 enemies that you fight are regular guys, and then they send you a big enemy that's 3 times bigger than you, and you have to fight him with your limited ability of understanding in the game, right? And then within the first, I'd say 20 to 30 minutes of the game, you are going to get to a cross point. And that cross point, that Y, that split in the road is going to be that piece where you say, I'm either going to continue this game and have a fun time, or I'm going to quit right here at this moment. And that is when you get to the Blade Hound. That fucking boss is insane to have to go against. You are fighting that boss that is jumping left and right and forward and back. And second, you're fighting the camera the whole time because the camera is trying to keep up, but it doesn't. That Blade Hound is insane to have to fight almost immediately, right? Like that got me to a point where I was like, okay, like y'all want me to lock in? I gotta lock in, right? And then that second piece was when you get to a boss, and I don't want to spoil everything, but I'm gonna show some clips of it. You're going to get to a boss called Monsoon. Fuck this game. Like that's exactly how I felt as soon as I started playing against that boss. That boss is fuck you game. like I'm not a rager at all. Like I don't get upset. I understand they're games and they're meant to be a challenge, and you're supposed to get good. I understand this, but look at this. How am I supposed to play against this? This man was beating me in the corner and the camera was watching. Fuck this game. I had a great time, a ball. 8 out of 10 would recommend, especially if you're into like brawlers and games of this sort of, nature. It's a good like 7-8 hours of an adventure. I think I beat it in like 5, mainly because some of the dialogue I was skipping through because the doctor and like all of your people on your codex, they call you almost every time you finish a battle and they talk for lines and lines. So some of that stuff I was kind of skipping through. If you don't skip through that and you want to hear every bit of dialogue, yeah, it's like a good 7-8 hour game, but I think I finished it in 5 hours on normal. And you can catch it on Steam all the time on sale as well. I think I got it for like maybe like $11, $10, something like that. So hell yeah. On the next episode, I appreciate you guys. We're going to continue this series. Leave in the comments below if you want me to play and review one of these 3 games next. I was very interested in the Callisto Protocol. The second choice was me playing the Atomic Heart. And the third choice was a very, very graphic game called Trepang 2. Let me know in the comments below. Again, thank you for watching this episode of Who Designed This gameplay review of whatever games that catches my eye. Oh, and one other thought, I don't want this to be looked at as negative whatsoever. Who designed this is kind of a sarcastic, lighthearted way of saying these 1 or 2 little aspects are holding this game back from being a perfect video game. And that's how I'm going to continue to review every game that I go through. Like I said, I currently have about 80 games on my Steam profile that I wanted to go through and play and complete. Most of them are, kind of linear single player video games, kind of my niche. I will play play some online games. With those single player games, that's kind of my fancy and that's what I'm into. And the, being able to go in and learn the story, hear the experience, have a good time, learn some mechanics, and put the game down and never have to play it again. That's the exact same experience that, some people get from movies, right? To where some people can listen to a song once, or they'll watch a movie once and they never want to, watch it again. I am like that with video games. Once I play it and beat it once, it's very rare that I, do anything different with it outside of just changing the difficulty and doing a new game plus and running it back a second time to show off my new skills or to try to, up my specific talents and everything. Some of the games like Callisto Protocol or Trepang, those are games I will most likely just play through one time and put down review and allow you guys to go ahead and have a good time as well. But essentially, yeah, that's the reason that I'm creating this series. Who designed it? Very lighthearted and sarcastic. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment any other games as well that come to your mind that you want to see me review them, because none of my reviews are going to be super serious and technical and like all of the aspects about the games. I don't care about that stuff. I specifically care about one thing of any kind of video game. Is it fun, right? And if it's fun, what's holding it back from being an all-time classic? And that all-time classic is being held back by one issue or problem. And we need to talk to this man, because who designed this?